Okay, so I think we're heading towards the Shadow Keep today.
I
Because
forgot everything.
we have like nothing to do really. One thing we can do, I think, did we go through? Yeah, we went through the little cave and then down. Yeah, we went to the ravine. So yeah, I think all we have left to do is Shadow Keep. I think we've done
Shadow
everything.
Keep.
We've done
Yeah.
everything. So let's go. Let's
In the
fucking do
time
it.
since last session, I think I split off from a Shadow Keep and went on to go back and clean up and explore 50% of the map and all the weird offshoots, and then went through and am now stuck on the final boss. So I have thoroughly forgotten where my place was in this one. Just completely overrode my memory of what was happening. But soon I'll be free of having 2 playthroughs. But the more I see of the final boss, the more I'm worried about how it's gonna go with us.
I'm interested.
No, we'll be fine.
If I need to,
Nah, we'll be fine.
I will respec back to my parry build, and I will literally just parry him. I will just parry him 400 times.
I've never been more upset about a character being able to getting scaled by us being in multiplayer than that nightmare.
I think the secret to the final boss in the DLC is to summon Toaster because he's done it 250 times in co-op.
I think I've done
that.
it. Yeah, I've done it close to 250 times in co-op. I think I'm at the point. I don't know. I haven't really. Yay!
Oh shit!
Somewhere.
Oh,
Rune broke.
And
I
so
forgot.
too has a powerful charm. We did it.
The game's freaking out.
Okay, so
It happened 5 times.
it did. It happened 5 times. Okay, so this is a change of plans because you got too close to the Black Keep, which is good, which is what I wanted you to do. Surprise, motherfuckers! We're not doing the Black Keep right now. We're going to the Fissure.
Where's the fish?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Complete-
Sad hole.
The sad hole. This is true. The sad hole.
Southernmost
It's-
Grace.
Oh, the saddest hole.
The saddest hole.
Yes.
I still don't know what that means.
Surprise, everyone! I might cry. There might be a crying that happens.
It is a sad
Toaster
hole. I
crying
know what
on
Toaster
camera
means.
confirmed.
Wait, where the fuck am I?
I'm probably
Today we
not.
discovered that Cobb program crying into Toaster's model.
No, we're not. I'm not. Never mind. I take it back. I'm never gonna cry.
Even he doesn't know.
I can do particle effects.
You could do particle effects. You could give me big blobby moe eyes that have big globs of sadness that pour
They
out of
have
her
fizz
face.
bones and jiggle around.
Yeah.
Ew.
Jiggling
Like
tears. God,
like
that's
anime nose snot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Give me gigantic bug eyes that just like pour tears out. Anyway.
Emotions are illegal now, actually.
Good. My
Wait,
computer is
we
much
didn't get this.
cooler right now.
All right,
than it
so
has
we
been.
placed the Lord vessel, and now we're able
Was
to
this
go past
sealed?
the golden fog.
Yes, correct. So
Oh.
the charm broke, and so too has a great seal broken. So last time we came down here, there was a big seal that was marked with Miquella's rune. Now that the charm was broken, Miquella's rune. Actually, you know what we should do before we do this? It was important that we grab this, but there is a conversation we should have with the NPCs in our own game, in order to move them places. So
Oh sure.
let's I'm gonna actually banish everyone once I think I got the location for everyone. I got the site of grace. So I'm gonna banish really quickly. And then what we need to do is we need to stop in with all of our main NPCs and talk to them, starting with Lida and Hornscent. I hope moving didn't fuck this up. It didn't. Good. Very good.
All right, so back to High Road Cross.
Yes, back to High Road Cross. We're probably going to start with Hornscent. And then there might be a weird route for this. Let me think the best order, because I think we want to talk to Letta last. But yeah, let's talk to Teolia first, actually. He's at Pillar Path Cross.
Pillar path.
I think this is the safest route. Oop.
But this expansion is actually extremely forgiving.
It is extremely forgiving. I'm doing this to make sure that we trigger a very specific event that I don't want to miss in the Shadowkeep. That's all. I think that we can do it in any order, but I'm just repeating the order that I did in my playthrough. We're going to talk to Teolier first, down at Pillar Path Cross. So let me know when we're ready to talk to Teolier.
I'm now here.
I am prepared.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Cool. Let's do it.
Oh, are you not affected? Even with the spell broken, I'm feeling rather lost, haunted by memories of St. Trina, her visage, her scent, the lure of velvety sleep. Would kindly Mikola chasten me for falling for St. Trina, while knowing that she was the discarded half? The problem is, I simply cannot help it. I would sacrifice everything just to gaze upon her one last time.
All right. So he says one line of dialogue. I think if we rest, he might have one more.
That's a cross, not a site of grace. I can't rest at the cross.
Correct.
Not comfortably.
I'm feeling rather lost, haunted by memories of St. Trina.
Nope, nothing
Okay,
new.
nothing new for him. All right, so now we will go to Highland, or let's go to 3 Path Cross and talk to Freya. We want to talk to all of the people before talking to Letta, and then I think
So
that
this is at the
triggers.
beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like near the very start
By
of
the
the
first
DLC.
fireman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Burning Man.
So we're gonna do a lot of warping and just running between graces right now, but then eventually it will allow us to progress everything.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. Good. If you happen to see Lady Leda, tell her that I'm striking out on my own. Don't worry. I've no mind to cross any of you. The guidance of kind Mikola remains etched into my very flesh. It's only... there's something that I must know. Kindly Mikola spoke of the vow he once made with General Radahn, and it is here the vow shall be honored. I am a Redmane. I must know the nature of the vow. I'll be out on my own for some time. There's something I must know. There is no need for concern. I will be true to my word. Although I do feel a hint of regret. Lady Leda, Honorable Ansbach, and warriors like you are all of a special breed. How glorious it would have been had we met in battle as sworn enemies. I'll be out on my own. There's something...
There we go. So she has those 2 lines of dialogue, the 2 dialogue choices. Once we are done speaking to her, we will go to Main Gate Cross, which is just directly through the stone archway right in front of her.
I missed both of these dialogues so far.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is cool to see.
Let's do on...
I did complete Theolia's quest, but like I completely missed like yeah. So this is cool.
All right. Let's talk to Ansbach next after that, and then we'll do more after Ansbach.
I'm there.
Cool.
Ready.
I'm there.
Okay. Let's do it.
Kindly Mikola has discarded his great rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Moog from his enchantment, I challenged tender Mikola, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Mikola the Kind is a monster, pure and radiant. He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying. Righteous tarnished, Mikola the Kind makes my blood run cold. I am loath to admit it, but even at this very instant, I wish to run very far away indeed. Righteous time, I am...
All right. And now we have more.
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Mikola's light is gone. But I stand tall. Together, we work. Together. For Mikola the Kind. I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. She did not love us. We are her children. What should we do? Must we be sad forever?
So, in the dialogue with more, when we get an option, you should select put it behind you.
Maybe that's kindly Mikola's love. Love for all the unloved. Love to banish the pain. I like finding things for you. Lady, let things bring... Goodbye.
All right. So once conversation with Moore is done, I think now we are free to go to the High Road Cross and speak with Hornsent and then Letta. I think we're good once we do that.
Cool. I'm ready at Hornsent.
Ready.
Okay. Hornsent time.
Looking at his fingernails.
He is looking at his hands. He's doing the I've been scorned and I must chase vengeance pose from every anime ever. All right. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Mikola's spell is newly broken, I must profess. The spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Mikola shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be. But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning. Think not to, lest you...
All right. And then finally, once we've spoken to them all, it is Letta.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikola the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikola remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Mikola's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikola's side.
So when we speak to Letta, she will ask us eventually who we should send her after or who doesn't deserve to be at Mikola's side. If we make no suggestion or suggest the Hornsent, that would be better than anyone else. I would make no suggestion, personally. But the Hornsent could be interesting if we wanted to do an invasion.
Right. Those of us who don't...
So I'm going to go ahead. If you don't make a suggestion, eventually she will just chase the Hornsent. So
Is that the same as backing out of the dialogue?
If you back out of the dialogue, it is make no suggestion. If I believe if we rest,
yeah, it loops forever.
Yeah, if we rest here, I believe she will progress. because resting here, now that we've spoken to her, moves everyone in their quest line. So let's try talking to her now.
Ah, there you are.
Horn scent left.
I've made up my mind. The horn sense will be eliminated.
Yeah, Hornsent
If
left,
he
but she
were to
didn't.
point his blade at Sir Mesmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter. But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may turn towards Miquella the Kind. Kindly Miquella is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain. I believe the Horn Scent suspects what I have in mind. He never placed his full trust in me, even under the effect of kindly Miquella's spell. He must have recognized something. The scent of the killer that slept within me, the stench of crusted blood. I will follow the Horn Scent. To have his revenge on Sir Mesmer, there is only one place he will go. The Black Keep. I will have his revenge.
All right.
Black Keep.
There we go.
She's upsetting.
She's upsetting. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's go to Stone Coffin Fisher, and I will reopen my world. But let's really quickly summarize. Oh, I should probably talk to Teolier, actually. Hold on. Yes, Teolier is back at Pillar Path Cross. I think we can talk to him again here. So let's do that. Pillar Path. Let's see. Is he going to have new dialogue? I can't remember what his trigger is. He does, I think.
Oh, I had something I wish to tell you. I'm heading south. I've recalled something that Sir Moore said. He discovered deep purple water lilies blooming on the southern shore. That must be where St. Trina was left to wither away.
There we go. Okay. If we go to talk to Teolier, he will move after we rest.
And he's gone.
Very good. Okay, I think that moves him until the next spot. So we can go to Stone Coffin Fisher, and I will reopen my world. So there's a lot of things to talk about right now that are really interesting. And I'm going to go kind of in order of, I think, like least to most important, which is kind of interesting. So Teolier is the character that makes me the most sad in this video game, period, end of story. But what we learned from the charm breaking from him is pretty simple. It's nothing too crazy. It's just he was bound to Miquella by Miquella's charm, and he worked with the whole crew. But his obsession and I guess commitment to Miquella comes from his commitment and devotion to Saint Trina. And now that his charm has worn off, he is now basically his mental health is completely unfrayed and just falling to the wayside, because instead of wanting to live for the sake of helping Miquella, despite his devotion to Saint Trina, now he is pursuing Saint Trina's eternal sleep, as Saint Trina will only speak to those most devout to her, and that is, of course, those who pass away in their sleep. So that's sad. He's pursuing a death wish, is kind of what happened with Teolier. We then talk to Moore, obviously, who is really sad. He says the Forager Brood kind of split up, and that is a metaphor for the rest of the group. No one really visits him anymore. He's alone. He's just very sad. And he asks us, like, what do you do here? Or should I just be sad forever, or should I carry on? If you tell him to carry on, he renews his belief in Miquella's vow, this idea that, like, you should always persevere and always try to seek compassion. So that continues him forward from there. If you choose be sad forever, he just dies. He's just out.
That's not forever at all.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a thing that happens. So
I want
yeah,
him to suffer.
there is that. Then, obviously, Ansbach is extremely interesting. Oh, I forgot Freya. Freya, she's really simple. She just says, hey, I have nothing against you guys, but, like, I was on Miquella's team because he's on Radahn's team, and I'm actually a red main. I'm here for Radahn. So that's Freya. She's going to try and discover the nature of Mikola and
know?
Radahn's vow. What else is from there? Oh, Ansbach. Ansbach may be the second most important character reveal here. Ansbach gives us very important details about the nature of the pureblood knights and sort of Mohg's state of being. Basically, Ansbach lets us know that there was a period of time where Mohg was charmed by Mikola, but the pureblood knights were not, which means that Mikola allowed the pureblood knights to continue working and operating even after Mohg was charmed. He was truly using Mohg from the start. Ansbach attempted to fight Mikola, and Mikola just completely enraptured him immediately, kind of with no recompense at all. So that is sort of the detail there. Now, Ansbach also says that Mikola is the most terrifying. He's a monster. He's the scariest Empyrean, which aligns with things that we know from the base game. He says Mikola makes his blood run cold and makes him wish to run very far away. So that is obviously a big deal. Ka, you want to read the dialogue of the ghosty?
Sure. ... Kindly Mikola, I've seen you thrown away. Something you should not have, under any circumstances. How will you salvation offer to those who cannot be saved, when you could not even save your other self?
So that's a really important detail. So a lot of people read the old cross, the one that says like, it's here. Right here, it says, I here abandoned my love. A lot of people read this as him literally losing the ability to feel compassion and love for people. But the ghost kind of clarifies here. As detailed in the text, in like the base game and in item descriptions and stuff, Mikola's love was Saint Trina. And what his love really was, what that meant, was his ability to offer salvation to people who were unloved and unsavable, basically. So, as I mentioned before, Saint Trina gave solace to, for example, like people who suffered from madness and people who like couldn't cope with the nature of the of the lands between. And as a result, by getting rid of Saint Trina, Mikola has essentially abandoned those that he was campaigning for. It doesn't necessarily mean that Mikola doesn't believe in love and can't feel love, as we will learn and we will eventually see. The issue there is simply Mikola has given up on his ability to save people in general, that he is ready to move on from this world, which is what was meant by the previous cross that says, it is here that I give up my doubt and vacillation, because he had previously tried or attempted to kind of save the world, so to speak, like keep on trying to make things better, but eventually that became untenable and he had to give up the ghost there. And that, go on, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just reminded of like the Greek idea of the different kinds of love, and
Yes.
one of them being love for your fellow man, agape, I think.
Yes.
Agape.
Or agape, as we prefer to say.
I have a whole rant related to that.
I too am a gate for my fellow man.
Aww.
So there's some cool items over here. I think you guys all missed it, but if you go back to the cross that we were just at,
Yeah, we gotta go to the side area.
There's
Yeah.
a side area here to pick up an item that I missed in my original playthrough of the DLC, but I know it's here now.
I don't think I've ever been there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a little
But I can survive
cave.
this fall.
You have to drop from the forward angle.
So there's no context for this for Ka since he hasn't played the older Souls games, but there's a ring in Dark Souls 2 called the Agape Ring. And the amount of people who tell me I'm wrong and insist it's the Agape Ring is wild. And those people are very wrong. I will not, and they're very confident in telling me that I'm wrong, but I'm just like, no. It is a Gape Ring. It is 1000% supposed to be Gape Ring. It's a hole. The icon for the ring is a hole.
That ring be gaping.
We could
And
solve
it's-
this very easily by just looking at the Japanese name.
Yeah, well, I remember. I think someone like
But
translated the
nobody
description.
can
And
read
it's like
Japanese.
it's
so
an open
people just
vessel.
confidently lie.
This
It's
is
an
true.
open vessel to steal your souls. That's the whole point of it.
Yep.
And people like had some like roundabout. It's like, oh, but it's like self-love to not want to consume souls or something. There's a very roundabout like explanation justification for it. I'm like, no, like, look at its icon, and like,
So
Why does it have to be? What's the downside if it's not?
I think some people just like have a knee-jerk reaction to being like, oh, like agape sounds funny, and
Yeah.
like so
It's
they
got to
think
be
it's
more
Yeah.
poetic than that.
And nothing's ever
It
been
is
funny in a
funny.
FromSoftware game.
right, but it's just like, oh
Those
man,
are serious games
it's the
for
whole
big
ring.
boy
It's the
gamers.
it's the giant hole ring. That's what it's supposed to be. Like,
so down here we find two items. One's a crafting item, one's a sword. It says bruise-colored putrescence that oozes from the stone coffins, congealed into a large viscous lump, material used for crafting, found underground in the land to where stone coffins drift. The putrescence is what remains of the impure lives kept within the stone coffins. So this is bodies. This is body parts. This is body goop. It's just rot. And then we pick up the Velvet Sword of Saint Trina, which is the silver
Sleepy
sword.
Blade.
Sleepy Blade. The silver sword of Saint Trina, now stained the color of velvet, inflicts eternal sleep. When Saint Trina was abandoned, the faint light purple mists coalesced into an intoxicating deep purple cloud. So it was here where Saint Trina was abandoned that suddenly her sleep mists turned from simple silver to this like putrescent, purpley, disgusting mixture that inflicts eternal sleep on people, furthering the whole suicide, self-harm metaphor that I've been talking about the whole time. So there is that. I might use that weapon later. I don't know. I need to. I'll probably play around with the Sword of Saint Trina and the Velvet Sword of Saint Trina just for funsies. But you'll notice here that all the enemies are stained purple as well. Just kind of cool.
so that's kind of neat about the slimes being just human goop. Is,
Yep.
That dates back to like Dark Souls 1 even, just
Yep.
being as a design element that they have, where like if you look really, really closely at the slime models in Dark Souls 1, you will see human body parts in it.
Yep.
It even has like a face on part of it that like you can't just normally see really in gameplay, but it is there.
Yeah, it looks like when the FBI finds bodies that have been sitting for 3 months and they pull the blanket back in a movie and you're like, ugh, soup man.
Yes.
Let's talk about Freya really quickly, because I want to talk about this character, because a lot of people miss a lot of interesting details about her that I think are really important for understanding Miquella.
I missed her story. She's gone now.
Yeah, Freya's crazy.
She just goes
literally.
away.
Freya's nuts, big time. So she was an Oath Seeker. If you look at the Oath Seeker armor, the Oath Seekers became the Needle Knights. It says, these knights set off on quests of discovery, hoping to find by themselves an oath of their own, choosing to serve in perfect lifelong devotion. We'll learn later that the Needle Knights, that Leda is the last of the Needle Knights. But importantly, she said in that dialogue, basically, that she is no longer bound by Miquella's charm, but of course she's super devoted to Miquella. So she says there, basically, oh, I will use this as an opportunity to weed out those undeserving of Miquella's love. Like, I'm going to protect him. And this is where we get to, like, a really interesting detail about Miquella's charm that, like, people seem to miss. Miquella charmed Leda, which you would think is weird because she's devoted to him. Why would he need to charm her? And the reason is because she's a fucking serial murderer that needs to be handled. She's crazy. And so Miquella's...
Yeah, like when you get her weapon, it says that it's still stained red with the blood of her entire order.
Yes, because she went crazy and killed all the other Oath Seekers, including those Needle Knights that followed her to Miquella. And the reason is because even if she believes that she is devoted to Miquella, her view of Miquella's conquest is not the same as Miquella's. And in fact, Miquella's charm does work to create a more amenable sort of I guess, cult, for lack of a better word, an amenable group, than just leaving people to their own devices. So a lot of people use Leda as an example of why Miquella is like dangerous, but quite the opposite, really. Miquella, seeing her devotion, basically said, oh, no, let's tone that down. So Miquella himself isn't nearly as much of a cult of personality as it seems. In fact, his charm is very strategically applied to people in order to chill them the fuck out. And that's all the characters. That's everything we learned just now.
There's a Grave Glovewort 7 back this way.
I will grab one. I do need that. I think we all need that to upgrade our things once more.
Yes.
I might start running the skeletons for the buff, but I'm not 100% sure if it's worthwhile. Because the dry bouquet will take up a talisman slot, and we're so low on those. All right. Oh yeah, we have fucking Dark Souls 1 tomb skeletons here now. I forgot about this. I love these. Literally the same. Literally Dark Souls 1 skeletons.
Well, they've been unemployed for a while.
They
deserve
have
a
been.
job. They are also stained purple.
They are. They've got that putrescent
My
goo.
tech's not working.
Do skeletons sleep?
Somehow started two-handing a whip. Whoops.
Ooh, I still am wearing my rune stuff. I don't want that on right now.
Yeah, even after everything, when I think a skeleton woke up downstairs. Yep.
Yep.
Even after everything that's happened, when I'm fighting the final boss, I'm like, I think every time I lose might be the good ending.
Yes. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about that, and we'll talk about it when we get to it. But I think, personally, if I had the choice that is presented by this game, I would choose Miquella every time. Like, there's just no doubt to me that I would do that. But, you know, that's given the status quo of the lands between. I don't know if I would in the real life,
it's
but
whoops, all genocide.
Yeah, I do think
everyone's bad.
I think
like every individual faction of people that the main party splits off into when the seal is broken. You're like, oh, what about that guy? They did atrocities. What about that guy? They did atrocities. What about that guy? They're a mass murderer.
I have
that guy.
I have
every single member of the list.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about this that I don't want to get ahead of myself when discussing, but I do think that this DLC does a really interesting thing, which is kind of examine. We got multi-layered Ring of Light. This is interesting because it's a follow-up to other Miquella and Radagon skills. This Light Ring incantation was cultivated by a tradition separate from Golden Order fundamentalism. This is the evolution of Miquella's Rings of Light that he gifted to Radagon, and it's a sort of an offshoot of Radagon's Rings of Light. So that's cool.
That's the only spell my Faithcaster uses.
It's a good one. It's a pretty good one.
You can use it on horseback to fight dragons, and then a floating ring multi-hits the dragon.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The themes of this DLC. We are very close to getting to the point that it is safe to talk about this, so I'll kind of hold my spoilers back as well as I can, but I do think that a major theme of this DLC is that, like, you can't create something from nothing. And in a lot of ways, there is one more place we can go, by the way. One more little route before we continue here. Yeah, there are all these sleeping animals, and they all have horns. They're all horn scent, sort of. Not all of them, but many of them have horns.
Fun fact, these animals are one of the spot, maybe the only spot, you can farm the Nectar Blood craftable item.
Oh, nice.
There's an obnoxiously low drop rate, so it's like people will put on their best, like, you know, luck item discovery boosting gear or whatever and just kill all these animals.
Murder every animal.
And I believe every animal here is capable of dropping it regardless of their animal type. I'm fairly certain of that.
Oh, nice. Where is that spot? There's a spot to drop down over here, I think.
And the first time I came here, I was like, oh, I better not touch those animals because they were all, like, peaceful. And it's just like, that's my initial reaction in these games. Like, No, but it's definitely an animal farming spot. Like that's the point of this location. It's like you need anything from animals, you just go here. Like
Is that the point of this location?
that is absolutely the point of this location. Yeah.
That's distressing.
Now they're not the
Yeah,
only
here
animals you
we
might
go.
farm. Like, cause like the other, I'm forgetting the names of the other like nectar blood equivalent items. Like you might have to go to different animals in different locations of the DLC to get the related special item. But yeah, for anything else they can drop, then yeah, you come here.
So there's a drop-off area over here with another incantation that is worth grabbing, and I think a few just like random.
I might have missed this.
I don't think I found it. No.
If you go back down through the tunnel with the big slime, there was like a little area where there are two skeletons that were attacking us, the Dark Souls skeletons, and there's a drop-off.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm fairly confident I missed this.
So there's the massive putrescence sorcery. So it's a sorcery originating from the putrid liquor of stone coffins. Flings a great massive putrescence that bathes its landing area in ghost flame. Charging increases potency. In an age-long past, death was burned by ghost flame. Even the remains of tainted flesh were given equal treatment in death. So again, this harkens back to those
I see it now.
who were weak to
I'm okay.
those who worshipped Ghost Flame. And then we can go over here. But yeah, so I think one of the big themes of this DLC is just this idea that you can't create something from nothing. And I don't even necessarily mean that in terms of like literal creation, but in the metaphorical sense of like, let's create a society or like, let's create a culture. Like Mikola wants to create a world based solely on love and compassion, and like he wants to create a world where no one has to suffer, right? But there's a paradox in that inherently, because Mikola wants to create a world where there is no suffering, but that requires him to define suffering, right? It's like a chicken and an egg. If no one has suffered, how can you create a world that is deliberately made not to have suffering, right? And so you run into this folly of like people constantly compromising their ideals and needing to build off of systems that they don't support, and then basically toss things away as they try to push towards a new world. And that tossing away creates the conditions that they were trying to avoid to begin with. And that's really sad, because Mikola has good intentions, but, as dictated by him tossing aside Saint Trina, like, he basically tells all of the people, the very people that he's trying to save, like, I'm going to make a world where there's no suffering. Don't you want to go there? Sorry, I'll send you a postcard. Like, and that's fucked up. That's like sad and fucked up. And I think a lot of people interpret Mikola as like a character that is like, he's like Griffith, where he like is stepping on bodies in order to create a utopia, and like he's actually self-serving. I think the thing that makes Mikola really different is that Mikola isn't self-serving, he's wasteful. And that's sad. You know, that's like a slightly different, there's a more nuance to that. So, all right, I can't level up. I need like 3,000 more experience to level up, and then we'll go down. Let's see. Is this gonna be enough? That might be enough. It was, yay. Okay. I'm gonna change my vial distribution as well. Oop.
Vials.
Perfect. And I need to change my physic as well.
I definitely wish that NPCs in these games had like at least bad ends or something instead of no ends in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Dark Souls 1 in particular was more likely to have storylines end with like bad ends because you didn't like do some steps or something, as opposed to just having characters vanish from the map entirely at some point.
Yeah.
Because I did all the dialogue we did today, but having reached the end of the game, Ansbach and Freya just voiped out of the existence of the map. So just gone. And I'm like, okay, I killed most other characters in the narrative, but those two just
You
blinked out of
probably
existence at some point.
You probably just
like, well, that's unfortunate.
You probably just didn't find them. because they move to special locations.
Yeah,
Could be.
yeah.
Does the,
On-
I don't
on
remember.
Spock
Does
ones are
the
kinda
does the
hidden.
does the icon say where they are forever, or only after you rediscover them every time?
I think it's only after you rediscover them,
Rediscover them.
but also they're not
I thought-
near bonfires. I don't think. I think you need to actually find whatever the closest source is for them, so it's going to label differently. But yeah, there is a ghost here, and then we'll do some fun stuff. So the ghost says, "Oh, please grant me the courage." Oh, you guys rested. And now I can't talk to him.
I see. Someone's probably still resting and leveling up.
I have to
No one's there.
I have to rest because when you rest in the middle of it, it breaks the prompt. So no one talk to him. Don't talk to him. I'm gonna rest and then get my prompt back, hopefully, because I don't want to be locked out.
I have no prompt for him, but we'll see. Well.
All right. Okay, and I think we should be able to summon Teolier for this fight, but I don't remember.
If this doesn't work, we can all warp back to the site of grace
Right.
to get the dialogue.
Here we go.
back.
So it says, "Oh, please grant me the courage to fly to your feet, my dearest Saint Trina." And it's just an obvious little thing. Like, I like this way better than I like the dumb strike them where they're weakest note. You know what I mean? Boop.
Curse you, golem! Strike them where they're weakest.
Yes, exactly. This makes my stomach turn every single time it happens.
You're not like falling?
No, I like how the horse spawns in the arena. Okay, yay! Teolier
Why
is
can't
here.
we have arena horse?
The horse just appears until he's just like spawned in the arena until we walk in.
Wait, what's this kid doing here?
There we go. There he is. Hi, buddy.
He's here to fulfill his death cult needs.
I
This
guess
guy's
he's
friendly.
not rottable.
This is an extremely weird fight.
I don't know.
Just a bizarre
sure.
design. Fascinated by him.
I love this
It's
fight.
basic-
Oh, dead.
I feel like it's what's his name from Bloodborne?
The one
This is
reborn?
weird.
No,
Wow,
Fucked
2
up
hits.
the
The
Orphan
DLC
of
boss.
Kos. Yeah.
Orphan of Kos, like on horseback. It was kind of this guy's vibe.
Yeah, the placenta weapon.
Yep.
He probably uses his rig in some way.
It definitely
FromSoftware
feels
is
like a.
extremely fixated
Oh,
on
I died.
recycling models and things.
This is gonna be tough. I got murdered by accident.
He's gonna be tough in co-op because of how much he moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was my least favorite boss that I've fought so far.
I love talking
he's
to
neat.
people
It's tough.
about this game, this DLC, because everyone has a different least favorite and favorite boss.
Yeah.
I hate him because of how much he moves, and in my solo playthrough, I use a very slow weapon. So I
Yeah.
will try to attack him and maybe hit once. before he moves.
Yeah.
I like that he has big telegraph projectiles to jump over and other goofy shit.
I also did not realize you could jump those at the time.
That's important.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, I had fun with this guy. I like him. I like Insanity Man.
I like this boss a lot.
I like the,
Yeah.
I seem to controversially like the hippo.
That is
I like
just
Hippo.
it's a silly take, but I don't think it's a bad one.
I think he's fine. It's fun. I like dumb monsters that aren't really frustrating and annoying.
I think people get a little upset that like sometimes his hitboxes like on the side like
Yep.
feel a little awkwardly wide. Like there's definitely some times where you're
I'm
just
just
like,
tired of all.
but
I'm just tired of the variety of insane flying bosses that won't calm down for a second.
yeah, no, I like the hippo's cool. There's a novelty factor that matters. Like if you're gonna
Is
turn
it?
into a big weird porcupine, you're cool.
It might,
You know, I'm just like that.
it
that
might be
does
bad
matter.
that I'm spec'd for poison bleed against a skeleton.
Maybe you'll be fine.
Oh,
You're-
God,
you'll still do
You got this.
damage.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah, get him.
Totally, I get him.
Oh no, he is wrong.
He's
Ah, fuck.
rottable. Well, then rot him, Caw.
Well,
Yeah,
rot is
what
like
the
a
hell?
magic nonsense sickness. Ow, fuck. My organs. don't even remember what this is set to do. Let's find out. Oh god!
I think you have to survive to see it.
So the attack that just killed Keith is maybe, I think, the most clever attack in the DLC. I like it a lot.
It's extremely funny.
Yeah.
The horse spawn?
Yeah,
Just
so
the aggro horse.
the way that it
fun.
works is he jumps, and wherever you are when he jumps, he will home to. But if it's timed so that if you roll immediately, the horse will spawn, and the horse homes to you where you are when you spawn. So when he spawns, so if you dodge immediately to dodge the jump, you get frame trapped and you get hit by the horse, which is extremely clever. I wish I could drink my potion in the air.
That'd be very useful.
Who summoned Teolier? Oh, someone else was down here. I see.
Yeah, in normal non-seamless co-op mod, there's a huge delay between the host coming down here and the Phantoms being able to walk through the fog gate initially.
Yeah.
So there's
They have to
funny
fall all the way
situations.
down.
They have to fall all the way down. Yeah.
Oh fuck! I got instantly killed. Well,
Solid start.
I was just not paying close attention.
Oh, I missed.
So yeah, I've seen a lot of hosts die just before the co-op summons even get to help at all.
What? Why am I never ready for the boomerang?
A boomerang.
So this is something that we can't really use as as meaning or lore hints currently, just because it is just like cut content. But the original name for this boss in the game files is Knight of the Gloam-Eyed Queen. However, it is not.
Stop it.
It is not actually related to the Gloam-Eyed Queen anymore, who is not really a part of this game.
God, he is all over the place in co-op. Come back.
Are you throwing furnace pots, Andrew?
I am.
Don't throw them. They're limited resource.
Yeah, but we got 5 people's worth.
We do, but just be careful about that.
That's the type that literally runs out permanently, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it uses a
Furnace Visage, which is a limited
yeah.
item. Yeah. I mean, they're strong, but like you may as well just use volcano
I'm
pots.
having so much trouble just reaching the boss and co-op.
Yep. Oh, he's doing his thing.
Jump time. Hope you got mad ups.
Ow, fuck. It was not worth trying to attack.
This is going to be a fun boss. I'm enjoying this.
You've been watching the whole time.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the like pacing of our character deaths and stuff. It's fun.
Oh, he's on me. Oh, god damn it. Oh,
It's-
all of his timing
already
and shit
back?
is weird.
He definitely feels like a Bloodborne boss. Like he has that like
Yeah.
interesting timing for his attacks.
Him's head upside down.
No.
No, leave me alone.
Horsey.
God damn it. No, stop.
Oh, damn it! Jesus Christ.
Spinny Man is so much harder to dodge when it's not single player and it's the same pacing and spacing and timing every time. When he just comes at you at the end of the attack from when he was at someone else, you're like, what? When is this?
Heal from afar is so good.
Yeah, I love it.
I could be wrong. I gotta talk to. I know someone who's
God
like
damn
looked
it,
at a lot at the AI of these games. I'm curious if there's unique multiplayer interactions given to some of these bosses in a way that wasn't done as much in previous Souls
Oh god,
games.
here it comes.
So I think this DLC does have a different like aggro priority.
Yes, it's doing something a little bit different because like a lot of bosses traditionally do stuff where it's like whoever attacked the boss, like it'll aggro on.
Yep.
Sometimes it'll switch to a proximity thing, but there's certain boss attacks that, again, I could be wrong. The underlying reason might be something different, but I suspect that they might have actually finally taken the time to program in some things like, oh, if multiplayer players are present, like have this attack
Yeah.
focus on who you're not mainly aggroed on, or like switch aggro.
Yeah.
I've noticed it with I think the horse sometimes does it. Like even if like no one new attacks the boss, sometimes the horse is just like, no, I'm gonna go to this other co-op summon now in the middle of that moveset. And it happens with the Shadow Tree avatar too. His like homing dash attack that he does in his second phase or whatever, like it on the third attack he'll retarget, and it's like, what the hell? Like,
okay.
Yeah.
TLDA auto
this sounds kinda
summons
interesting.
after the first time you summon him, which is neat.
Oh, that's helpful.
Hmm.
I know they did some changes with the old summon signs in the days past.
Yes, they didn't mention that specifically, but I'm wondering if that's part of it.
I was gonna say something, I don't remember what. Oop.
But yeah, I swear the horse popping out doing these dash attacks can retarget even if no one, even if he doesn't change aggro.
Archer Lady's just zoned out.
She's what?
She's just zoned out. She's not doing anything.
I need him to get hit by the moon.
I tried to spawn her outside of the fray so she doesn't just get blendered. It's like she'll see the fight sometimes over there.
That's a little bit too far away. It's not gonna hit. There we go. This should be good. There we go. That did damage.
Oh, come on. Don't manually aim. What are you doing?
Whoop, horsey. Fart clouds.
Alright, he's routed.
I have seconds to live.
Oh, he knocked me down. Ouchies. Oop, wrong heal. That's fine.
Wow, the return. Rude.
Damn, man.
Oof.
He's doing a third one, I think? Nope. I always fall for that. It's so delayed.
Oh, he's coming. He's finally coming for me. God damn it.
It's got such a weird body.
I'm not hitting him basically at all. I should probably switch to Glintstone Arc.
He's hard to hit.
Damn it.
Ow. Ah, fuck.
Okay.
It was a mistake to be close by.
He hasn't done the one where the blue flame comes in towards him yet. I find that odd.
He usually does it like after he's shown you.
I
a
got
couple
killed.
Times.
I was kind of out of juice anyway. All right.
I feel like this
Delia
helped
is still alive.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Is he doing anything?
He's simping for Trina.
He's
Any-
very good at it.
Anything for his waifu.
I keep seeing him run towards the boss, then slowly walk closer.
Stay away from Ka. God damn it. For
No.
fuck's sake.
This is
No,
tough.
we needed him.
I need
From afar.
a minute and a half to heal myself each time.
Oh, no, don't like that.
Oops, down, and Bark glitched out just now.
Hey, it's okay.
Oof.
Oh, no. Come on. No, that was bad heal time. That's good heal time.
I think you just sprint backwards, honestly. Avoid the fire entirely.
The range on it feels really inconsistent.
Oh,
Like,
and
sometimes it feels
all
like you
that
can run
wasted
away
to
from it, sometimes
I
not.
whiffed the hit at the end, so staying close didn't even help.
Yeah.
They made it tough to tell where the fire is gonna go.
Nope.
'Cause the black pulses land at such weird angles that don't indicate very well.
I wish it
that's why I
radiated out
die.
in a perfect ring. You know, like
Yeah.
the fact that it like scatters a little inconsistently is a little frustrating.
Makes you think you can be smart about it, but like the bursts of it are so big and so inconsistent that you're like, like you might as well just be acting like it's landing as a pulse every time.
All right. Can we do it? Probably. Let's see.
Oh,
What?
yeah, we'll get it.
I'm
We
trying to
just need to not
figure
die
out
immediately.
which. Has everyone rested to get rid of their rot?
Oh.
If it's a wipe, it automatically does.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Beep. Let's just run. We can probably upgrade our mimic.
It's the game that
Oh
wipes
no,
for you.
I need ghost. I think
That's handy.
a little horsey.
Bird.
Oh,
My
is the boss stuck
souls.
behind the fog gate?
No, he'll come out when we get closer.
Nope.
Wait, no. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Fuck this
Revenge.
guy.
Oh, I lost my
Time to-
souls. Whoops.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
I forgot to
Yeah,
retrieve that at some point.
I
Time to
can't
die,
target
idiot.
him.
Yeah, we don't need to be able to. Oh, your spells. You mean? I got it.
Yeah, let's see if this works.
That's okay. You just gotta
Oh,
be.
it works. Perfect.
I can't hit him.
I can,
Use
manually,
spellcasters.
I can manually aim my ballista through it. This should be good.
Lieutenant does not see him.
Oh, sometimes the bolts will hit the fog gate, but let's see.
I have no qualms chasing him. He sucks.
This is fun.
This is funny.
This is goofy.
I mean, we're not here like doing like a purposeful challenge run to say we're really good at the game. So whenever shit like this happens, like I'm down to roll with it.
It's just
Unless
funny.
it was like unless it was like a really pivotal moment.
Oof.
Yeah.
The game did it naturally. We didn't cheat this in, so this is what the
this
game
might come
experience
through.
should be like.
Yeah, this will come through. So be careful.
Nope, it won't
No.
come through.
It won't come through. Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
that will.
I'll Terra Magica again, so that spellcasters. Ka, you might want to stand in
Oh,
that.
here it comes again.
And then let's do it. I
can't
really
believe
want to
that
know
doesn't come
what
through. That is
happens if
so
he
fucking
dies
funny.
outside of the fog gate. Like, that's so crazy.
We have to start the whole game over.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Corrupted save.
Oh, you know what I can do? Really this.
I wonder if this can just like actually happen in the games somehow.
It's like
I've never
actively
seen
harder
it.
to fight
I
vanilla.
don't think this is mod based. I think this is just like the game does have the game's not perfect. Dumb shit
Right.
like this happens all the time.
Base game jank.
Yeah. I would consider this just as
I did-
normal as beating him
This
inside
was
the
foreshadowed
arena.
in real life when today when I opened Twitter I saw people doing this to the final boss.
We did it!
Yeah.
Yay!
Man, this guy was
Hey.
easy.
It's so good.
FromSoftware needs to step up their boss game.
I saw a video where people managed to aggro the final boss without entering the fog gate. So they fought the entire final boss through the fog gate.
All right, so I'm gonna banish everyone because we need to do this
Can
area.
we get the Grace first?
Yeah, I think we did. I think we got the
Okay.
grace.
I did.
But
Yep.
all right, because we're gonna do something that's really weird, and it's and doing this quest is interesting. But reading the remembrance of putrescence. All tainted flesh eventually becomes putrescence, and this clump of it imbibes Saint Trina's nectar, which granted it eternal rest. And so it was that putrescence became her night. Mysterious.